Have you ever thought that breaking free from conformity could actually unleash your true potential? We're often encouraged to fit in, to blend in with the crowd, to avoid standing out. But what if I told you that this need to conform is actually holding you back from achieving greatness? Think about it. When we're trying to fit in, we're often suppressing our unique qualities, our passions, and our interests. We're trying to be like everyone else, rather than being the best version of ourselves. This pressure to conform can start from a young age. We're told to behave in a certain way, to dress in a certain way, to think in a certain way. And if we don't, we're often ostracized or made to feel like we don't belong. But what if this need to belong is actually stifling our creativity, our innovation, and our progress? Conformity can be a comfortable and safe space, but it's also a space that can stifle our growth and prevent us from reaching our full potential. When we're not challenging ourselves to think differently, to take risks, and to push boundaries, we're not growing, we're not learning, we're not evolving. The question is, what's holding you back from breaking free from conformity? Is it fear of what others might think? Is it fear of failure? Whatever it is, I want you to know that it's worth taking the leap. As I look back on my own life, I realized that I was once trapped in a cycle of conformity. I was trying to fit in with the crowd, to do what everyone else was doing, but I was unhappy, unfulfilled, and unchallenged. I felt like I was just going through the motions without any sense of purpose or direction. I remember feeling like I was living someone else's dream rather than my own. I was in a job that wasn't right for me, I was in relationships that weren't healthy, and I was engaging in activities that didn't bring me joy. I felt like I was sleepwalking through life without any sense of awareness or control. It wasn't until I hit rock bottom that I realized I needed to make a change. I had to take a hard look at my life and figure out what I really wanted. It wasn't easy, but I started to make small changes. I started to pursue my passions, to take risks, and to challenge myself. One of the most significant changes I made was switching careers. I was working in a field that was stable and secure, but it wasn't fulfilling. I was bored, unchallenged, and unhappy. So I decided to take a leap of faith and pursue a career that I was passionate about. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. As I look back on that journey, I realized that it was a pivotal moment in my life. It was a moment of transformation, a moment of growth, and a moment of self-discovery. I learned that I was capable of so much more than I ever thought possible. I also learned that breaking free from conformity isn't always easy. There are challenges, setbacks, and failures along the way. But I also learned that it's worth it. It's worth taking the risk, worth facing the fear, and worth pushing through the uncertainty. For me, the aftermath of that change was incredible. I felt more alive, more energized, and more focused. I had a sense of purpose and direction that I had been lacking for so long. I was finally living a life that was true to who I was rather than trying to live someone else's dream. But it's not just about me. I've seen it happen for others too. I've seen artists, musicians, and entrepreneurs take risks and push boundaries, and I've seen them succeed in incredible ways. The key takeaway here is that individuality is essential to achieving greatness. When we're true to ourselves, when we're not trying to fit in, we're free to be creative, to innovate, and to push boundaries. We're free to achieve greatness. So I want to leave you with a challenge today. I want to encourage you to take a closer look at your life and figure out where you're conforming. Are you doing something that doesn't feel right for you? Are you suppressing your unique qualities, your passions, and your interests? Share your thoughts with me in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experiences with conformity and how you've overcome them. And if you're looking for more content on personal growth, be sure to check out my next video, where we'll be discussing the power of self-awareness.